So for today, no big deal. It's just the top 3 tips to double your business without doubling your stress. So I'm gonna give you 3 very actionable, very tactical tips that you could do or your clients could do so that you could double your business. Who is this for? So this is for business owners that want to double their sales opportunities without hiring more people, without lowering prices or paying for additional ads. Who is this for? If you are a no-nonsense business owner who does not like fluff and wasting time. If you are serious about growth and open to learn what others are doing, to learn why some other businesses are growing faster than yours or some other businesses are growing faster than others, if that's who you are, this webinar is for you. So, this is you. Keep watching. So, do you want to double your business without doubling your stress? So all businesses want that. No, all businesses have that same goal to double their business without doubling their stress. But why can't everybody get it? Have you ever wondered? I'll share why. It's because you do not rise to the level of your goals. Businesses do not rise to the level of their goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So businesses fall to the level of their systems. No matter what your goal is, if your goal is to double, triple, reach $1 million, $2 million a year, even if your goal, is that, you always fall to the level of your systems. So there's 3 kinds of businesses. Now, just an overview. There's the bottom 40% of businesses that are flat or contracting. There's the average 50% of businesses that are only growing like 8% per year. And there's the top 10% of businesses that are growing at least 25% per year. Some even higher. There's 3 kinds of businesses. No? All these businesses have the same goals. All these businesses want to grow 60%, 100% per year. But the difference is the bottom 40% of the businesses, in terms of ranking, have bottom systems. The average 50% have average systems. And the top 10% obviously have top systems. So there's 3 kinds of businesses. And what does this mean for all of us? Now, where does your business stand in this? For the bottom 40%, are you frustrated that your business is flat or contracting? Do you feel that the stress of being stuck, being stressed of being stuck here? For the average 50%, are you satisfied with where you are, or do you believe you deserve better? For the top 10%, do you ever wonder what systems the top 1% businesses put in place such that they're growing 60% or 100% per year? Right? So I'm going to share 3 of those systems today. No? But siguro, before I discuss the top 3 tips to double your business without doubling your stress, I think it's a good time to share a bit on who we are and what we do in Flow 21, just to show it makes sense to listen to me. And also I'll share a recent client result that we did, just for context. So Flow 21 is a B2B growth agency. We help our clients reliably and repeatably get more leads and close more deals. We do this via our Flow 21 Growth Automation System, GAS. How the system works is we install tech, so best-in-class sales and marketing automation, tactics, new sales channels, proven growth tactics, scripts and playbooks, and accountability. So we work with your team weekly as your growth department. So that's a little background about us. So here's one story from one of our clients. So one of our clients, it's a B2B business, who was struggling to grow their sales for a year, and then they were tired. They didn't know what they needed to do to get more sales opportunities. And of course, their investors weren't happy about the lack of growth. That was until one of their investors introduced me to them, and they installed Flow 21 Systems, our client. So at first, they were hesitant because they already used different CRM tools, portal systems in the past. They were also already using a mix of existing software like MS Excel, Google Sheets, and email, so they weren't sure if it would work. But after 3.5 months of working with Flow21 Systems, they added 1,300 new B2B lead sales opportunities. They grew their revenue 3x. So they grew their revenue from 2.5 million per month to 8 million pesos per month. And the things they did to get that growth are the exact same things that I'll be sharing with you guys today. So it's a B2B growth agency. This is who we are. This is our team. This is me and my wife. But we're going to go back to our regular programming. If you want to learn more about what we do in Flow21, you can just email me at ian@flow21.systems. For now, let's go back to the value we promised and deliver to your business today. So, okay. So in this video, as promised, I will discuss proven growth tactics you can implement to your business today to double your sales opportunities. In short, we will share for free the top 3 tips to double your business without doubling your stress. So, tip number 1. First one is ask your customers for referrals. So, ask your customers for referrals. So, research suggests that businesses, depending if they're like best case or worst case, get a certain level of their revenue from referrals. So small to medium-sized businesses, best case, 50% of their revenues is coming from referrals, right? Worst case, usually like 5 to 15%. For B2C businesses, best case, 30 to 40% of revenues coming from referrals. Worst case, like 10%. For B2B businesses, about 20 to 30% is the best case that's coming from referrals. Worst case, only 5%. And for a B2B service business like ThinkTank, for example, best case could be like 30% coming from referrals or even higher, and worst case is 5%. So we asked the question, why is it that some only get like 5% of their revenues from referrals from existing customers? I have this in a Bible phrase that I really love. It basically says, you have not because you ask not. So it's from James 4:2. No? So I really like this Bible phrase, Bible verse. And basically the solution is to get more referrals, you just need to ask, right? So to get more referrals, you just need to ask. No? So you have not because you asked not. So just ask. Now, how should we ask? No, when should you ask for a referral? So timing is crucial for maximizing the effectiveness of a referral. Research suggests that asking customers when they are most satisfied or engaged is the best likelihood of a positive response for a referral. So asking too soon or too frequently can annoy customers. So timing should be strategic in consideration of their journey. Here's the easy solution. The easy solution is to add it to your business processes, train your staff, and to add it in your systems. When should you ask for a referral? After a successful project or positive experience. So for example, the customers were likely to refer you to others when they've had a good experience, though when you've given them excellent service or a project completion, right? So you can ask for a referral. During renewal periods. So when customers are re-engaging with your brand, during contract renewals, they're more likely to be reflective and positive. Siyempre, isipin nila, ano lahat yung pinagdaanan natin noon last year, tapos magko-contract renewal sila. Diba? So that's also an ideal time to ask. Next is if there's special occasions or holidays. Diba? Studies suggest that if you put a reason, a why, and a favor or something that you're asking, the person is more likely to oblige. So these are excellent excuses to ask for referral during holiday season or special occasion, right? So customers may be in a more giving mood. So you can ask them for referrals kapag Valentine's, kapag Easter, right? So Christmas, obviously, so all those holidays. Finally, when customers experience high satisfaction, it's also a good time to ask for a referral. So we'll ask them to refer their friends. So these are great moments for us to ask customers for referrals, right? And basically, what we should do is you could add it in your systems, in your processes, right? So for example, you have an existing process for a contract renewal process, and you might have a script there on these are all the things we should cover during a renewal period process. So mag-iiba, ito pa rin po ba yung address ninyo, i-refresh lang po ba trata, etc. You might as well add in the script to ask for a referral. Diba? So, ma'am, by the way nga po pala, thank you for staying with us and working with us over the years. Matanong ko lang, ma'am, if you can give us a referral, no? Someone you know, someone you like, who can also benefit from our service. So, these are the best times, and the best way to implement this is you tuck it in your existing processes. So, yun. So, here's a script that you can copy for the referrals para madali sa inyo, right? So, you can send me an email if you want a copy of the script, right? But it's super straightforward, no? You can just copy the script. I think the key part of this script is the last part, no? Which is a really nice way of saying why the referral is important to you and to your customer. So you tell them na, ma'am, your referral is the best compliment. Right? So para syempre pag nangingi ka ng referral, minsan nahihiya tayo, di ba? Pero what you tell them is, ma'am, your referral is actually the best compliment for us. Right? And that's the reason why I'm asking for a referral. I'm not asking because I want to grow my business. I'm asking because I want to receive the compliment from you. So here, copy the script and you can implement it for your company, right? And you can even share the script to your clients, like no problem, right? So they could also benefit from it. Yeah. So, was that cool? The next one is a bit longer. So, thumbs up na lang and heart if you're liking what you're hearing, no? So, the next one is a bit longer. So, I'll prepare you for this one. So, the next one is close deals 2 times faster. So, if you want to double your sales without doubling your stress, the second tip is close deals faster, 2 times faster, actually. Okay. So here's the problem. If you take 2 months to close deals, you only close half as much versus your competitor that only needs 1 month to close. So mas mabilis siya. That's 100% more sales opportunities right there kasi twice as fast siya, right? In this case, your competitor accomplishes twice more than you because they only need 1 month versus 2 months. So how can we close deals in half the time so that we can close 2 times more deals with the same team, same product, and same service? No? So we will embed pre-recorded videos in your sales process. Okay, so let's talk about how we can close deals 2 times faster using pre-recorded videos. So the first question you may ask is, oh, Ian, does this even work? Parang totoo ba yan? Parang bibilis ba talaga? And the answer is yes, right? I closed a new client worth 1 million pesos last Tuesday, and it only took me 7 days and 2 meetings. Okay, I'll tell you more about this later. No? So I know this works. Here's the typical sales process for B2B companies. So usually umabot siya ng 7 weeks, no? It normally takes 7 weeks minimum for a prospect to decide. No? Most times it takes much longer. So you do a discovery call and the credentials presentation call, then you schedule the next call, which for B2B deals, typically sales calls happen the week after the last call. Diba? Pag nag-meeting kayo ng Friday, yung next meeting nyo, next week na. Diba? Wednesday, Thursday na yun, next week. Diba? So another week goes by, and you schedule the demo call, then another demo call after a week, and then suddenly it's like 7 weeks or like a few months going. Diba? Then you take a week to put together a proposal because the prospect said, send me a proposal. And then you keep revising it, keep having negotiation meetings, And sometimes your prospect will reschedule or postpone because something urgent came up. Di ba nangyari na ba sa inyo to? Thumbs up if nangyari na sa inyo to. And this adds more weeks to your sales cycle and decision time. So, what if one of those meetings was postponed? So now you're facing even more and more delays, no? What if two of those meetings was postponed? So that's another 2 weeks delay na naman, right? So if it's a sales process, pahaba na naman bago mo ma-close, okay? So, and have you ever been in those unending B2B deals that have been taking like 3 months or even 6 months or longer before a go or no-go decision? So have you ever been in those meetings where the prospect tells you, oh, send us a proposal, and then you keep sending them a revised proposal over and over again, tapos di natatapos, right? So have you ever stopped to wonder why it takes this long? And according to research, I'll tell you why. According to many studies, here's the fact. It takes 7 to 10 unique touches for a prospect to convert to a customer. This is why it takes so long. It's not just your sales process. It's also human nature. But what if there's a better way of this 7 to 10 unique touches? There's a better way. It's called pre-recorded videos. So if you complement your sales cycle with videos, well-documented FAQs, and well-presented offer sheet, you actually cut down your sales cycle time by 50%. Let me show you how this works. So this is the new sales process natin. 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, let's make it faster. From 7, 8 weeks. So you do your discovery call as you normally do, and this is your first meeting. And then, between the time of your first meeting and your second meeting, you will now send a series of videos to your prospect. This is called a video sales letter. It should contain all the FAQs of your product or service, and you can even add a series of your demo videos. If you think about it, most of the discussion points you keep repeating over and over anyway naman, diba? So if you're trying to close a sale and you do all the multiple meetings, diba? You're answering naman the same questions, diba? So what I'm saying is just record the video, right? And give it to the prospect as a video. Diba? Syempre, conceptually, alam naman natin lahat tayo nanonood ng reels, ng YouTube videos, and then Netflix naman tayong lahat, di ba? So we know na we get people's attention with videos din naman, di ba? So now, we will implement this idea into our business, the B2B business. Now, what does the video sales letter contain? So, what are some of these repetitive FAQs that you answer in every sales call? So questions like, how does it work? How much does it cost? How do the plans work? How long does it take for it to work? What effort do I need to put in? What are the odds of success? What are your client case studies? What if I'm too busy? What if my team won't get this, right? You will simply shoot a video that tackles your service or product along with these FAQs, right? So parang gumawa ka ng Netflix episode mo, right? At yun yung binibigay mo ngayon sa iyong mga prospects or even clients, no? Pwede rin, no? Para you can continue educating them, right? So what will happen in this new sales process is after qualifying your prospect, simply send the video series to your prospect. No? It's important to frame this properly so they actually watch the videos, okay? You have to tell them that you respect their time, as you should, and that the most convenient way for them to learn if your service or product is a fit will be by giving them the time to go through videos in their time, right? So, ang tamad naman nito, ayaw niyang mag-second meeting, third meeting, fourth meeting, etc., etc. Pero yung prospect, kung mag-binge watch naman ng Netflix, 'di ba? Wagas din naman, like 9 episodes in one weekend, 'di ba? So, thumbs up if experience yun na yan, with you guys, right? So, alam natin na with the right content and the right value for our clients, they will watch, right? Nagbe-binge watch nga sila, 'di ba? So you have to frame it for them. You have to frame it for the prospect such that, ma'am, para sa'yo po kasi to. Ayoko pong abalahin ka na um, magmi-meeting po tayo. Let's magmi-meeting tayo ulit. Tapos magko-coordinate tayo ng time. Ma'am, respect ko nga yung time mo eh. Kaya ko nga binibigay itong video. Panoorin mo na lang siya in your own time. Okay? So, what's the impact? The impact is, if you execute this well, you will cut your sales process from 7 weeks, 8 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks. Kasi, you will achieve the number of touch points, 7 to 10 touch points, in that amount of time by sending them the pre-recorded videos. So this is the sum of my pre-recorded videos. So it's a mix of FAQs, it's a mix of demos, it's a mix of even practical tech and tactics. So I'm just gonna leave with one example for tip number 2. Last Valentine's, I closed the client. It only took 13 days. We met at the networking dinner noong January 24. Tapos, sinabi ko lang doon na, hey, let's jump in a discovery call. Right? We did the discovery call January 28 after one weekend. And after the discovery call, which is a Zoom, I just sent him the video sales letter and the demo videos. I also sent the offer sheet with no pricing info. So parang nagsend ako ng proposal pero walang price. So I sent that. In the Feb 4 meeting we had, also via Zoom, we did a demo call, and during the call, that's when I revealed the pricing. Okay, so I also sent him video sales letters and comparison tables of my competitors, alternatives. So ang ginagawa ko, ako na yung nagbibigay, di ba? I create this PDF. These are all my competitors. Ito yung mga links nila. I did the shopping for you. Right? So, ipang-shopping mo na rin yung prospect. Di ba? Kasi alam naman natin na i-research din niya sa internet, yung sa Google, yung competitors natin. Ibigay na natin sa kanya. Di ba? I-reference na lang natin yung links. Di ba? So, super convenient. And then, nung Feb 5, one day after, I just vibered them and then say na, oh, are we doing this? Yes or no? And then, we actually closed. Tapos, nung Valentine's, ng Feb 14, nag-onboarding call na kami. Right? So, I just wanted to show you that this works when executed properly. No, so imagine mo kung I use the old school style na Zoom ng Zoom, meeting ng meeting. Syempre, every week I have to present, represent, reschedule and all that. Baka hanggang ngayon, di ko pa nako-close yung client, diba? So ngayon pa lang, we're already able to show him results. So, here are the top 3 tactics that you can do today to double your sales opportunities in 100 days without doubling your stress. The third one is turn your customer database to a newsletter. Okay? So think of your contacts database like a gold mine. No? There's money in there. You just have to make the effort to shovel it. No? So gold mine. Imagine the business cards you collected over the years. They're most probably collecting dust lang somewhere, right? Imagine all the people you met in your industry events that otherwise would love to help you, pero they don't remember you. Imagine your phone book and your team's phone book. Diba? We have so many contacts, diba? But it's not helping your business. So here's the shovel. No? The shovel for the gold mine is a newsletter. Okay? So here's how a well-executed newsletter can double your sales. So imagine you have a database of 100 customers, past and present customers. And you have another list of 900 leads from your past events, industry contacts, social media contacts, etc. If you send the newsletter to all those 1,000, 100 plus 900, weekly, 400 to 800 will open, depending on how much they love you. 400 to 800 will open. And out of that, 1 to 2 will reach out to you as a direct sales opportunity or will make a referral for you. Because you stay top of mind to your contacts database. So if you keep sending that for 52 weeks per year, that's a minimum of 52 to 104 sales opportunities just on a database of 1,000 leads. 100 customers plus 900 leads, 1,000 na lang. 1,000 total with 1 to 2 sales opportunities per week. That's 52 to 104 sales opportunities per year. So, saan mo pupulutin yun, di ba? And that's if you have 1,000. And how about if you keep increasing your database from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000? Right? Now your newsletter becomes bigger. Now yung opportunities mo from 52 per year becomes 520 per year. Diba? And more. I want to explain to you guys why the email newsletter matters today more than ever. Right? Number one, social media is overloaded. No? Staying connected with customers via social media is noisy, it's cluttered, and it's increasingly distracting. Your messages get lost, no? Social media ngayon already is parang yung television, right? Like 15, 20 years ago, right? It's already parang too many ads, right? Your competitors are also flashed there. If you have a prospect that clicked on your account and is very loyal to your account, what Facebook and Instagram and Google would do is they would flash your competitors for as long as your competitors are paying ads to put them in front of your clients and prospects. Right? That's their job, right? That is what social media business is all about, diba? It's all about advertisement and parang competing against, diba? As long as the advertiser is paying, diba? So it's rough, right? Social media, it's not what it used to be before, right? I'm sure alam niyo yan, like you can feel na mas marami ng ads ngayon than yung tita ko na, 'di ba, na gusto kong nakikita pag nagta-travel yung tita ko, 'di ba? So social media is just not what it used to be. So that's number one. Number two, email's edge. So the newsletters, they cut through chaos and delivering you focused, direct information and direct communication right to your customer's inbox, right? So think about it, right? Especially for B2B, tayo, we're in the B2B business, di ba? Mo eh, di ba? It's part of your job, literally, to open your email. Even if it's a newsletter, you have to open it eh. Kasi hindi mo naman email yun the personal eh. That's your corporate email. So you literally have to open it. Right now, you have the opportunity to cut through the noise and go direct to the person's inbox. Number three, ownership and control. No, unlike social media platforms, the email is proprietary to your business. The database that I was discussing to you guys, you own that channel, you own that data. It's free from algorithm changes or service dependency. No, so that's the beauty of email newsletters. Okay, so I'm gonna share another secret. I'll give you the template ng email newsletter na effective. So the effective newsletter formula that brings results is to serve first and offer second. Build trust to win more, right? Do not hard sell, like maybe soft sell lang, okay? Your customers don't need more company news, right? So the classical newsletter kasi is, these are the updates of our company. Ito yung nag-outing kami, right? So that's more parang classical, right? Ngayon, the new way is, you can add that for sure, yung mga outing pictures, ganyan, etc., and anniversary celebrations. But customers now, they're more demanding, right? They want solutions to their challenges. So here's a simple approach. You start with value. So share one helpful tip, one insight, or story that makes them think, this is exactly what I need. And then you keep it brief. No, you respect their time. You aim for 300 words or less. That's the magic number. And then you can do a gentle offer, like a soft selling. Mention your solution naturally. If this interests you, we'd be happy to assist. Feel free to reply. So Don't, di ba, post yung pricing. Don't tell them na parang, this is what we do and this is the price and like these are your plan options, right? So they might unsubscribe if you hard sell. And then you call out an example, no? So customers love this. Leads and prospect that are not yet your customers, they also love seeing this. So here's an example. So this is how we help the client save $50,000 in 3 months and try this idea yourself. Ganun eh. So as a prospect, no? As a industry partner, as a contact, no? As a lead. So yeah, I'll pause here and siguro just get some of your feedback, what you find interesting and what you think is useful. Yeah, before we just close. Okay, so Hannah had a question. So Hannah asks, what's the most optimal minutes or hours for the pre-recorded videos, no? Especially these days that attention span is very low and people are easily bored, no? Thanks to TikTok though. So, sige. So, the way you think about pre-recorded videos, no, is not number of minutes or number of hours, right? The way you think about it is value per minute or value per hour, right? So, when you have a content, first think about how many minutes can I most efficiently deliver this value, right? So for example, itong webinar nito, I'll take it as an example. I could efficiently deliver to you the top 3 tips to double your sales without doubling your stress in just 40 minutes, right? So even if 1 hour yung allocated time, I'm actually done already. I'll do it in 40 minutes. So that's how you should think about it. How can I give the value the fastest? Kasi nga, ang mga tao, short yung attention span, right? And mabilis mainip. So, baligtad siya, you work backwards. You think, ilang minutes kailangan ko at the absolute minimum. And then, isisiksik mo doon yung lahat ng value na ibibigay mo. Right? So for example, if you wanna give them, for example, a tax deadline update, they don't want to hear a 60-minute video discussing a tax deadline update, right? They want to get it like fast, maybe 2 seconds lang. Diba? Ma'am, this is the tax deadline, April 14, done, right? Pero now, if you're talking about there's a new BIR ruling that might impact BPO sector, and you have clients in the BPO sector, right? What you should first think about is, can I deliver the changes and the BIR ruling and this guidance in 15 minutes? Siya todo yung value tapos magigets nila and it will help their business. If not, maybe I need 20 minutes. If not, maybe I need 25 minutes. But certainly, I don't think you need 2 hours, right? So now you decide the minimum amount of time, right? And then you make it very valuable. Parang value per minute, value per second, value per hours. Para siksik siya. Yun. Para di feeling nung nanonood na, ay, ang bagal naman mag-explain nito, or ay, ang tagal naman nito, or ay, nainip na ako, di ba? So, yun nga, short attention span. Thank you for that, Hannah. Thank you for that. Si Sheridan is asking, what day and time of the day is the best time to send email newsletters? Actually, mornings is still the best time, right? Just because unahan ka rin sa inbox ng mga kliyente natin na we want to stay top of mind. Here's the idea for newsletters, no? Here's the secret. The goal for the newsletter is for them to open it, read it, consume it, and then not unsubscribe. That's the goal, right? And as long as it's happening, as long as hindi sila nag-unsubscribe, you're winning. Right? Kasi you have so many weeks eh. Diba? Long game tayo, long term tayo dapat mag-isip when it comes to business, right? In our professional lives. Basta hindi nag-unsubscribe yan, eventually, makukuha din kita. Diba? Eventually, sasagot ka rin. Diba? Pero if you send an email at the wrong time, diba? For example, yung middle of the night or 3 a.m., baka sa sobrang inis nila, 'Di ba? Bad timing, mag-unsubscribe sila. 'Di ba? So, morning fine, makisabay ka dun sa makipag-unahan ka dun sa inbox. And don't feel bad if they don't reply. No, it's okay as long as hindi sila nag-unsubscribe. Okay. Sige. Are there any other questions? Yeah. So, I'm actually done with the presentation. Sharon has a question about what is Flow 21 about. I could go through that and hand it over to Jesse. So, see Flow 21. So, it's my company. It's a B2B growth company. So, Flow 21, how it works is imagine your business like a car, right? And your business, like your cars, it takes you places, right? And it takes you to your destination, right? So imagine mo yung business, it's like a car. So your journey can be fast or slow. No, your business journey could be fast or slow depending on your car's condition. No, your journey can also be bumpy or comfortable, no, depending on the car. So when you take your car places, like, do you fear that it can break down or overheat? Do you think that you have the right drivers, navigators, or passengers in your car? No? Does your car have a navigation system to make sure you don't get lost? Or is your car electric or diesel, right? Is it getting good mileage for the cost to maintain it? No? Does your car have an excellent engine under the hood that accelerates you at 10 times speed and 10 times distance? No? So think of that car is your business, right? What we do in Flow 21 is if you imagine your business like a car, you can think of Flow 21 like a car shop. So you'll bring your car in. Flow 21 will diagnose what needs to be cleaned, overhauled, replaced, and upgraded. We will also tell you what's working well. No? Oftentimes, we will install new capabilities in your business. So imagine installing a new engine to go faster, installing new tires to drive safer, and installing advanced navigation systems so you never get lost again. No? So to be more specific, yung business, yung kotse, dadalhin mo sa casa. So we will be installing three main things. So we install tech, that's sales and marketing automation. We install tactics, so we install new sales channels, growth playbooks, and we install accountability to the business. So we're your growth department. So these installations allow your business to go 2 times faster and 10 times further. In other words, 2 times growth and 10 times scale. So yeah, that's what we do. Parang in simple language, that's what Flow 21 is all about.
And season